And I just kept trying to smile. You know that meme of the little boy when he's like talking to the news reporter and she's like, "Are you excited to go to school?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he's like crying. Basically, that was me when he gave me a hug and I broke and I started crying.
It's time for Friday Cryday! Feels good to let it out.
It does. Even on the 4th of July, Jess is an emotional person.
Yeah.
What's there to cry about 4th of July?
So many things.
Everything's lovely.
I mean, you can have happy tears. There's nothing wrong with crying ever.
We play a game on Friday called Friday Cryday because Jess is very emotional. And so what she does is she gives you 3 potential stories of why she could have cried this week.
Yes.
Here's the catch. 1 of these stories is true. 2 of them completely made up. All right, so let's get into this. 3 stories of why Jess potentially cried. Which one's the real one? Try to guess. Here we go.
Story number 1. So, Garage Boy and I were eating sushi for lunch, and I saved a particular piece to eat last. It was like a piece of salmon nigiri because salmon is my favorite. He knows this. But it slipped through my chopsticks, and the piece of salmon like landed on the table. It was like slow motion. Then I was like, you know what I mean? I was like,
thank you, Jess.
Okay. And tell me why. This man grabbed the piece of salmon and he ate it. And
Oh, so he thought it was like free-for-all.
yeah.
Like
Just because the piece of salmon landed on the table.
What's that called in sports when a ball gets loose?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But the level of betrayal that I felt, and I was like, why? And he was like, I didn't think you were going to eat it. And I was like, okay, whatever. It's fine.
Story number 2.
Story number 2. So my little sister, Butter, has been going to esthetician school, and she's almost done. And so she's at the point where she's taking clients, and she's trying to get models, and she's trying to come up with a name for her business and logo and everything. And she sent a few options, and I suggested a name. Since we call her Butter, I suggested Skin Like Butter. And at first she was like, nah. But then she ended up going with it. And I think as like the big sister that she's always like, I feel like she doesn't really care about a lot that I say. I just was really excited to be a part of the process of watching her put her thing together, you know?
All right, story number 3.
Story number 3. So this week literally felt like the longest week of my life, and I was having a really bad day, but I was trying to keep it together because I don't like crying right when Garage Boy gets home because like he was just sitting in 30 minutes of traffic. So I try my best to like keep it together,
Jessica,
you know?
keep it cool.
Right, but I was like a ticking time bomb at this point. And he was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "No, I'm fine, I'm fine." And I just kept trying to smile. You know that meme of the little boy when he's like talking to the news reporter and she's like, "Are you excited to go to school?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he's like crying. So basically that was me when he gave me a hug and I broke and I started crying. But then we went and got cheeseburgers after and I was a lot better.
What was the real cry this week? Who are we going to first?
First is Donna on line 3.
God, there's nobody more I want to hear more from right now than Donna.
Donna.
How you doing, guys?
God, this is like a gift from God.
Where the hell have you been?
Where in the hell have you been?
I've been here. I just can't get through.
Well, you're here, and that's what matters. God, I miss your voice.
I miss you too, baby Kate.
Donna, is it story number 1, story number 2, or story number 3? No matter what you say, it's the right answer.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's 1. Seems like something a guy does. Not your last piece of food.
Yeah, you would think, right?
Yeah.
Garage thought it was a free-for-all over here. Jess?
I did not cry over the piece of salmon, but Donna, I was pissed.
Yeah.
I was so mad.
Donna, I'm going to give you my cell phone number so you can call anytime, okay?
Excellent.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Have a good 4th of July, all right?
You too,
All
sweetie.
right, love
Stay
you.
safe.
Bye now. Who's up next?
This is Lauren in Perry Hall on line 4.
Hi, Lauren.
Hi, how are you?
We're doing well. Is it story number 2 or story number 3?
I said story number 2.
Story number 2, of course, that's Jess's sister started a new business that Jess was influenced the creation of. Jess, is that the real cry this week? That's my guess.
It was not the real cry this week.
Really?
I think I was just like really stoked. I think I was just so excited to be involved.
So thank you for trying.
Thanks. Have a good day.
You
Happy
too.
4th of July,
Oh,
guys.
same to
you. Thanks for saying that. Have a good weekend. Only leave us one option left, and that's who, Jess?
Phoebe in Mount Airy. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys?
We're doing well. Phoebe, it's the easiest game on the radio. You only get one guess. Which option is it?
The 3rd story.
Jess, the third story, you just cried just to cry, basically. You couldn't not cry.
No, I told you guys I was having like the longest week of my life and I was having a really bad day and I was trying to keep it together and I couldn't, all right? I couldn't.
Is that the real cry this week?
Yeah, that's the real cry.
It happens to me like once a week.
Oh my
so
God.
That's why I
Same,
picked
Phoebe.
this
We're the
one.
same. We're
So
the same.
You guys just get like really stressed out and then you just can't help it but to cry?
I mean, yeah.
Kramer and Jess.
On demand.
Like right now. Listen to full episodes now at kramerandjess.com.